Okay, I am here with my Aunt Lorie Moran, 38-year-old, living in Troy, Michigan. So, Aunt Lorie, how many triangles do you see in this image right here?
How many triangles? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But let me count one more time. 1, 2, 3, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
11?
Yes.
Now, how did you come to approach or solve this problem? What did your thinking look like?
Well, I first looked at the giant triangle, the largest triangle. Then I looked at the 3 in a row that vertically make up the largest triangle. And then I started seeing the shorter ones. In fact, at first I only saw the top short one and those 3 that make up the top one. And then I started to see the other ones going down.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But yes, it took me a little while to deduct 11, but you know what? I see more than that now. Now I see 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now I see at least 17.
At least 17. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, cognition question number 2. Jordan left their campsite and hiked south for 3 miles. Then they turned east and hiked for another 3 miles. Then they turned north and hiked for another 3 miles, at which point they came upon a bear inside their tent eating their food. What color was the bear?
I have no idea because I don't even know where they are. I know they were hiking north and south and all over the place, but I have no idea where in the world they are. I'm going to guess a brown bear just because that sounds, when I think of a bear, I think of a brown bear, but I have no idea what color it would be.
Okay. What if I told you that they're in the North Pole and therefore the bear was white?
Well, that's interesting, but I wouldn't have known that. So, okay.
Okay.
I got you.
So, and this is another riddle. You bury me when I'm alive and dig me up when I die. What am I?
Let me think about that for a minute. I'm thinking like annual flowers, annual plants.
Plants.
Like you plant annuals that are alive, flowers, and then when they die, you have to yank them out because they're annuals. You can't let them stay in the ground.
Okay, well, the answer is simply a plant.
Okay.
So, yeah, you got it right.
Okay, cool.
And then, final question, which direction do you think this bus is traveling?
You know what? I've seen a lot of school buses, and I think it's traveling right because of the way it's written.
Okay.
Not to mention, I don't know, for whatever reason. Oh, maybe because this side of it is a little shorter. Mm-hmm. And typically school buses have a longer back and a shorter front.
Mm-hmm.
And so I see this as being the front of the bus.
Okay.
At a glance, and I see this as being the back of the bus, a little longer in the back.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So I think traveling to the right is my guess.
All right, awesome. Well, Aunt Lorie, thank you so much. This has been very enlightening for everyone listening, and I appreciate your time.
What was the answer on the school bus?
I'm not sure. I think it's going right, but you were probably right. Anyways.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, this is just a cognitive. It's just questions regarding just a bunch of different things for my AP Psych project. This is to the voice memos. This is my Aunt Beatriz, and we are going to start. Sorry. So, the first question is a morality dilemma. There was so just give me, this is just like, there's two options and just give me your answer for what you think would be the correct moral choice. So there's a woman on her deathbed, and there was one drug that the doctors thought might save her. It was a form of radium that a druggist in the same town had recently discovered. The drug was expensive to make, but the druggist was charging 10 times what the drug cost him to produce. So yeah, he paid $200 for the radium and charged $2,000 for a dose of the drug. The sick woman's husband did not have $2,000 and went to everyone he knew to borrow money, but he could only get together about $1,000, which is half of what it cost. He told the druggist that his wife was dying and asked him to sell it cheaper or let him pay later, but the druggist said, "No, I discovered the drug and I'm going to make the money from it." So Hines, the man, got desperate and broke into the man's laboratory to steal the drug for his wife. Should Hines have broken into the laboratory to steal the drug from his wife? Why or why not?
He should not have broken into the laboratory.
Should not have?
No.
Do you mind explaining why you believe so? There's no right or wrong answer for this.
It was still theft.
Uh-huh.
And the drug would have for sure saved his wife's life?
Yeah. It was like the medicine she needed, and the guy had it, but...
I would probably do the same thing, but it doesn't make it right.
Okay. All right.
It's still not your property.
Got it. I understand. All right. Now this is just now we're just going to move on to like simple psychosocial questions. What is something you're looking forward to in the future?
Me?
Yeah.
Having children who can bathe themselves and put themselves to sleep.
All right. Next, we got who are the most important people in your life, and what role do they play in your life?
Well, my husband and my children, and they are basically now my reason for continuing to exist.
Got it. What do you look back and wish you'd done differently, if anything?
What do I wish I would have done differently? I wish I would have been more irresponsible when I was younger.
Got it. And this one's kind of a similar question. It's basically the same thing. But if you could change one thing about yourself or your life, what would it be?
I would have... that's a good question. I don't know. Hang on.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, maybe I wouldn't live in Michigan.
Okay, that's valid. And then, what are you most afraid of?
Most afraid of losing one of my children.
Understood. Also, if any of these questions become too personal or too deep, like you're not...
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
What are you most proud of having accomplished in your life?
Like still being alive.
Got it.
I guess that was like a silly answer.
Okay.
Most proud of, I don't know, I guess my family. This is getting repetitive, obviously, but
yeah, no, understood. A lot of these questions are quite similar anyway, but all right, so what are you most proud of? How do you think people think of you?
Hopefully, I would hope they think that I am giving, empathetic, and fun to be around, I hope.
Got it. If you could give any advice to those who are younger than you, what would it be?
Don't be too hard on yourself. Travel as much as you can. Be nice to everyone you meet.
Got it. And then, what is the most important thing you've learned in life, you think? What's your most important life lesson?
Learning to prioritize.
Okay. And then, how are you different from yourself, or how are you different from how you were 10 years ago?
I've have a lot more responsibility.
Got it. And what is one current goal in your life?
One current goal in my life would be to finish furnishing my house.
Got it. And this is like obviously like the biggest question in the world. So if it takes you a second to like think of it, or if you just want to answer with like a short answer or a long answer, you can. But what do you believe is the meaning or purpose of life?
Well, I think it's different for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But
If you don't have like a specific answer, that itself is an answer.
I think to understand your place in the world, and I mean, I think it's different for many people, but like if we're taking it like really to its natural essence, I'd say it's like understanding your place in the natural world, and deciding how you want to contribute to that, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really like there's really like 1,000 ways you can answer that question.
If you want to talk about it from an evolutionary perspective, sure. Like our job is just to make more people and continue our species, but like,
yeah,
I think now we're at the point where we all have a consciousness of like, do we want to partake in that, or do we not, or do we want to contribute in different ways?
Yeah,
don't involve producing more people.
Yeah, absolutely. So then we just have a few like reflection questions. Actually, never mind. Those are just for me to do. So I think we're done now.
Okay.
But thank you so much. I very much appreciate your time.
No problem.
And so yeah, I appreciate it very much.
Of course, Wade. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you so much.
See you soon. Take care.
Yep. You have a great one. Bye-bye.